How do we end up this way?
See me nervously pulling out my clothes.
And trying to look busy.
And you're doing your best to avoid me.
I'm starting to think one day I'll tell the story of us.
How I was losing my mind when I saw you there. Okay.
But you held your pride like you should have held me. I'm scared to see the ending. Why are we pretending this is nothing? I tell you I miss you, but I don't know how.
I've never heard silence quite this loud. Is this about your boyfriend? Did you write this? I feel like you wrote this. You're weird like that.
Doesn't really sound like a poem.
This girl, maybe she likes this guy, but I don't know, maybe he has a girlfriend.
Obviously, this is about, relationship. And then, one person is going through a hard time, and then the other one is just like, doing nothing and being prideful.
The girl who's losing her mind. Because she misses this person. She doesn't want to tell them.
So, I guess where it says, but you held your pride like you should have held me. Maybe, one of them broke up with them for, a better chance at something.
It means that the person was really stubborn and they should have been more stubborn enough to be with the person or something, I don't know.
The girl's wondering one's wondering how they ended up this way and they're avoiding each other.
They broke up, so they're kind of, sad that they let the relationship go away.
Maybe they because it doesn't say she or he. That's how I see.
I guess how I was losing my mind when I saw how you are. I guess that's kind of figure of speech. Because, you're not losing your mind, you're just kind of, sad. Or, yeah. I've never heard silence quite this loud. Because I never hear silence. Quietness isn't loud, but it's kind of there's so much quietness that it's kind of, getting to you.
Loud and silence contradict each other, so it's... Apparently that's how you do good poetry.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty well written, and the concept of the poem is pretty there. But I think it's well written. It's very descriptive about avoidance and two people. Yeah, I like this poem because I like love poems, so I guess I kind of like reading about that.
I'd say it's a pretty good poem.
I don't like this poem because it's dumb. It's dumb because if it's an actual girl, wouldn't you be like, hey, I like you to the guy? It's decent.
It's decent.
Take pictures in your mind of your childhood room. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home.
Remember the footsteps. Remember the words said.
And all your little brother's favorite songs. I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone.
So here I am in my new apartment in a big city. Big city. Look at that picture over there. Big city.
Yeah, exactly like that picture.
They just dropped me off. It's so much colder than I thought it would be.
So I tuck myself in and turn my nightlight on.
Sounds like some kind of man-child.
She's an adult, she's in the city, living her life, remembering about her childhood. A kid just moved out of his parents' house and he's lonely.
Being mature. Like you. You're 22? Yeah, 22. And you used to live in here. But you're not in an apartment. So it's the opposite of you.
When it says when your dad gets home, I would always count down the time when my dad would get home. And then it says all your little brother's favorite songs. And I have a little brother.
It makes you think, about your childhood room when your dad gets home. And then your little brother's favorite songs. It makes me think about my little brother's favorite songs, but I don't know what they are.
Oh, it makes you think about your future, someday that's all going to be gone. Kind of makes you, stop and realize all the things that are around you.
I guess the last line stuck out to me because he has a nightlight You know, it sounds like he's alone in an apartment now, so yeah.
I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone. So that's good. But everything's temporary, but nothing's ever gonna last long.
Yeah, I think I like this poem because you can feel like kind of like the emotion that it shows.
I like this poem.
I thought it was pretty good. I like it because it's kind of like making you realize of all the stuff that you've like done at your like own home, but then like someday it's all gonna be gone. I guess they're just writing about how they feel. That's all there is to a poem, just putting what you feel in it.
It makes me feel. Period. I guess it is a good poem because it makes me feel.
Ooh, 10 months sober, I must admit. Just because you're clean don't mean you don't miss it.
10 months older, I won't give in.
Now that I'm clean, I'm never gonna risk it. The drought was the very worst when the flowers that we'd grown together died of thirst.
Rain came pouring down. When I was drowning, that's when I could finally breathe.
And by morning, gone was any trace of you. I think I'm finally clean.
I recognize it from somewhere. I don't know how though.
I feel like this is about drugs. I don't know, it says sober and I immediately think of drinking, so. Or it could be about a person because I'm at the end it says any trace of you. Is this all about you? I feel like this is an excuse. I feel like you after your boyfriend you looked up on like Pinterest or something like breakup poems and then you were like, oh, video idea, and then you got us all up here. I always see poems from perspectives of girls because I am a girl.
Maybe he or she was going through a lot and like now they're good.
Maybe it's talking about a person that he's using what sounds like alcoholism to represent them.
She or he was their alcohol. Like they're kind of like, I'm not gonna say addicted, but kind of like, yeah. I guess they like, not, I don't want to say got rid of them, but like kind of like got over them in a way that they could like move on.
Maybe they got their life back together or after a breakup.
Drought was the very worst. It's like it's trying to do like water as like stuff.
The whole thing is symbolism. The whole poem is symbolism.
I guess like this is symbolism where the figure of speech, where it says the drought was the very worst. It's not, I don't think it's actually meaning like an actual drought, but like kind of like he or she's clean. It's like, I guess it was hard getting there, so like that path to get there was like hard.
This line right here, when I was drowning, then I could finally breathe. Maybe because like their boyfriend like wasn't treating them right, and then they like finally figured out like I gotta ditch this guy.
Or it says just because you're clean don't mean you don't miss it. I guess that can mean with any situation that because maybe you stopped something bad you've done, you could still miss or like regret it, or maybe not regret it but still think about it.
I think I'm finally clean. Yeah, that's it, because all the rest are so sad. Like, I'm not clean. I'm never going to risk it. Or like, when the flowers that we've grown together died of thirst. Why is it so sad?
I think it's pretty good because it's kind of putting how they feel and like symbolism on how like makes you think of what that could mean in another way.
I think it's well written because it has to make you think.
Pretty good quality. Decent. Quality's decent.
You don't like any of these poems. What if I told you these poems were by me?
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. Here we go.